Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Simon and we are the Wells of Wall Street. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the most awesome projects I've ever come across. One reason, because it's related to gaming, and two, because I know what the potential is. Before we do that, please do subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. It really helps us out. If you like this video, please click the thumb button that looks like this, and we really do appreciate it. So before we go on, a bit of background. This particular one I've been looking at for quite some time, and you know when you come across maybe some crypto assets that have got a really good project idea, and they've got a really funky website, but they haven't launched it yet, or it's just like a concept. I thought that for ages and ages with this one. And then I realised that they're going to launch the token, and this was about a few months back now. I think it was end of April or May time, and I saw that they launched it on Uniswap, and they launched it on 1inch Exchange, I think, as well. So I was like, well, I don't have either of those, and I couldn't really get my head around how to operate them properly, and it was too much of a fact because I was too busy interested in other projects at the time. That was a mistake. And we'll go into why that is in a moment's time. But first of all, let's have a look at this awesome project. Netvrk, NETVRK. I think NTVRK is the exchange name, just up there, so you can see it on the screen. So, in my opinion, I think this is like Ready Player One material. Why? Because it's very heavily involved in virtual reality. And it's the concept of being able to move around, go to different worlds, go to different places, build your own environment, your land, buildings, products, services, whatever you wanted to do. We'll go on to another point as well in a minute before I forget. But what I thought was particularly interesting with this is what they can do. So when you're in the VR world, you can basically move around with your arms and everything and build stuff yourself, really create the different content and environment that you want for your world. But the other tokenomics element of it is, and this is why you would want the tokens, is you could buy assets. So things like it says here, buildings, vehicles. I mean, there's endless possibilities with this. You've seen similarities in like Decentraland, the Mana token, but this concept, because of the servers and the engineering gone into this, I feel like looking at the two, or even Sandbox as well, the two or three projects together, this one I would say looks more like realistic and more something you can relate to in the real world, but in a virtual world, if that makes sense, and very much on par with like that Ready Player One mentality. So do go check out some of the really cool trailers. In fact, I'll see if I can get one playing here without ruining my video engine too much on this laptop. There's a lot running in the background. I'll just put it on mute here for a second, but it kind of looks like Space Age, but actually it's not majorly. It's what you want it to be. Building your own land, building your own environment, having your own vehicles and this, that and the other. So this is it's like, this bit reminds me of like Sim City, where you've got you can literally manipulate the terrain, put water here and there, cities, whatever you wanted to do, but actually being able to jump into the game yourself, walk around, do what you want, spaceships, aliens, as we see on the screen here, loads of different cool stuff that you can do. So that's one element of why I love it. And this whole element of using the tokenomics to buy land, to buy property, to buy all of this stuff, this is what gets me from a marketing perspective, which you know I love, buying ad space. So imagine all these cities being built in the virtual world and you're walking around and there's adverts everywhere. And it's a great opportunity for companies. And honestly, if I was a brand or a company and I'm looking into, right, what partnerships, what opportunities have we got in the virtual space, I'd be looking at this. I'd want to be getting our names and everything in this kind of way. If you haven't seen Ready Player One, go and watch it. It's a really cool film. But you're walking around, there's like ad boards and floating things in the sky, this, that and the other. You can pop yourself in and out of different games, different levels, different spaces, go to your virtual home, whatever you want to do. It is really amazing. And also being able to generate and create your own NFTs. So similar to like what you can do with Engine, ENJ. And there's great staking opportunities as well in this platform too. Unfortunately, we've missed most of these. They've already filled. But look at this, all the different pool sizes and everything and all the different terms. They're all closed. So keep an eye on the website because there might be more opportunities with this as time goes on. Pools is obviously a fantastic partner to have, and there's loads of other different ones on there. And that will continue to grow, I promise you. Some great investors here as well. In particular, I think ARKM Ventures, absolutely fantastic. And there's a couple of others that I've relatively recognised, but some I'd have to do a bit more research on, I'll admit that. And yeah, this this is very much around like virtual reality. So VR is not new. I saw VR units way back when I was a kid, and it was pretty poor, to be honest. This time round, it's better. I still think there's a lot more room for improvement. But equally, with the fact of blockchain technology, servers and gaming processing power, GPUs getting more and more powerful with things like Radeon GTXs and all of this cool stuff that you can put into your PCs and laptops and other things these days. Cloud gaming, I use something called Shadow, which is basically like mirroring off a French server, but like you've got like a $5,000 laptop mirrored onto your laptop for the cost of like £20 a month or something. So I can play really good, powerful games because this laptop doesn't handle that, as if I'm using a powerful PC. So there's loads of cool stuff going on in the gaming world, but this is amazing. This is going to be what VR, I believe, was truly built for. Not just in-game things like Call of Duty and Rainbow Six games that I like, in that aspect. But as gaming becomes decentralized and you can jump into each of these games through one unique metaverse, this is where I think it's going to win. And I was so gutted that I didn't invest in this opportunity. Not necessarily invest in it, but put my rear end in gear to actually get myself onto the likes of Uniswap or 1inch, beat that barrier of, I can't be bothered at that time, and gone and done it. Go with the gut sometimes, that sort of feeling. Because this thing has gone really well so far in the charts, and we'll go on to that in a second for sure. But I would just recommend having a look on this website. Checks out some of the gameplay and trailers. There's some really cool little NFT drops that they're looking to do, and getting involved in the land before it begins is a really key thing, I think, especially if you're wanting to sort of obtain land and things virtually. Definitely get involved as sooner rather than later for when that game drops. And yeah, take a look at their Twitter account as well, keep on the updates on there. But let's just have a look at the chart. Unfortunately, I can't get on the trading view yet because it's still in an Ethereum sort of pairing or wrapped ETH, so WETH, because of the pairing, I believe, on Uniswap. So we're just going to have a look at this in the dollar format. So it's currently trading at $1.76. It's 40% up in the last 24 hours. Here's the token launch. As you'd expect, a bit of a drop off, but the drop didn't continue until this point here. And you could have picked up Network tokens around July time, especially in that big dip that we had a month or so ago, for 6 cents. And already we've hit $1.72. And in fact, earlier, correct me if I'm wrong here, I'll just double check, it was $2 something, I'm sure. $2.09 was the new all-time high. Obviously, it's only a new token anyway, so we're still in price discovery in that aspect. But that hit that price point today, which is absolutely incredible. It's exactly the path I knew that it would take, and I'm gutted. So I'm putting that out there. So if you ever have a thought about a product or a project that you're passionate about or know something about, whether it's related to work like it is with me with esports and gaming and things like that, or general interest in something, and you see something, you see the potential of it, sometimes you just got to go for it. That's not me financial advice or anything like that. It's just personal opinion and experience more than anything. There's been a number of times I've missed out on a number of cryptos and opportunities like this because of either pure laziness of not opening up the exchange for it, or just not going with the gut and thinking, maybe I'll wait, sort of thing. So do take those things into consideration. I'm just going to quickly jump into the Twitter account whilst I remember. Apologies, I didn't have this up on here before. I just wanted to see if there was anything in particular that was driving that spike today that we can see. So 11 minutes. So there's a lot of pre-sale giveaways. Okay, so that kind of maybe makes sense there. And network ambassadors. Being an ambassador has its benefits. Okay, I might have to look at that, see what we can do with that. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. They're extremely active on Twitter, which is what I love to see, especially with this kind of thing. It's very important that the community driven aspect within a project like this, especially in gaming. And this is perfect. This is exactly what I'd want to see in a gaming project. Tweets every few hours, engaging with retweets, mentions, all of this kind of thing. That's exactly what I wanted to see. So let's keep an eye on this. I'll do an update as the big updates come out of these guys. Phase 2 virtual land sale. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so that explains the big rise in the token in the last 48 hours. So guys, there's not much more awesomeness I could say about this other than I missed the opportunity earlier this year. I hope that you guys found this informative, and to keep track of this project, I'm telling you, and I'll put a video towards the end of this one. I did do a video a couple of months ago, one of our first ones, about our top 5 gaming picks. Network was in there, and I think I mentioned actually at the time that the token wasn't available yet. So I'm really pleased. Like, although I haven't got this yet, I'm really pleased for the project, because I just generally feel this is like the Ready Player One kind of game aspect, and the tokenomics behind it just absolutely match it. When I think of the characters in the film going around buying things as NFTs digitally and then getting them in a physical format in the real world, or just owning these cool assets they can throw about, like the Holy Hand Grenade and that sort of cool stuff. I just hope that the experience that I have in the game and the thought process behind this, that you see what I'm trying to get at with this game. Like I said, do your own research, go and check out the website, go and check out what these guys are about, because I truly believe this is one of the really hero gaming projects moving forward, absolutely, without a doubt. And I'd love to get a VR set and play this game firsthand when it launches, because that's exactly the kind of thing I've been waiting for years with gaming. Getting a bit bored of consoles and stuff now. I just want that like next level interactivity, getting like an Omni treadmill and start running about like a lunatic in the living room kind of thing. So if you have found this informative, guys, please do press that like button. We really do appreciate it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and we will keep you updated on Network as we go along. Let us know in the comments below if you are invested and you were lucky enough to do so and clever enough to do so. But also let us know what you think of the project in general, and any other gaming ones you want us to cover. I absolutely love talking about gaming all day long, and especially when it's involved with crypto. So other than that, guys, I hope to see you in the Network world one day and on the moon. Take care. We'll see you in the next video.